Hey guys, it's Josiah here. Welcome back to another episode of Josiah's Grape Reviews. Today I'll be reviewing all the Nascar races this past weekend from Iowa. Let's go ahead and get on with it. Trucks had the weekend off, so it's just ARCA, O'Reilly, and Cup. In the ARCA series, it was newly 16-year-old Tristan McKee, who got his, I think, third win of the season. So shout out to him. Third career win also on top of that. Still, there's that points battle between Bowman and Nunziata. I think it's just those two. I think third place is Isabella Robusto, and she's had a bunch of problems. Ryan Vargas, I think, is still top 5 in points, and he's not even full-time anymore. So that's the ARCA series for you. But anyways, moving on to the O'Reilly series. For the first time in his career, Ryan Sieg actually sat on pole and actually had a really good stage one. He ended up winning stage one. Justin Allgaier won stage two. It looked like Justin Allgaier had the fastest car. But in stage three, some guys came up pit road. Justin Allgaier elected to stay out, and because of that, his pit, his strategy kind of went out the window, and he had to pit. And then he worked his way up to third before a late caution came out, rejumbled the field up. Then on the first overtime restart, it was Ross Chastain and Carson Kvapil on the front row. Kvapil actually got the lead from Chastain. But behind that, Brent Cruz tried to go three wide. He slid up the track, I think, into Ryan Sieg. Got into Ryan Sieg, and then he got into Justin Allgaier. They crashed, and some other guys behind him crashed as well. So it sucks because Sieg had, I think, a top 5 car, and I think Allgaier had the best car. But both of them didn't get a good finish because of that. But Carson Kvapil was able to hold on and get his second career win, his second win in a row. So shout out to him. Some other guys have done that before, had their first 2 career wins come back to back. I think the last I ever do was Shane Van Gisbergen, also for Junior Motorsports, I believe. In 2020, no, that wasn't for Junior Motorsports. That was in '97, if I remember correctly. 2024, when he won a Portland and Sonoma, I believe, back to back. Chase Elliott also did as well for Junior Motorsports a long time ago. Some other, it happens, but still cool for Carson Kvapil. Rajah Caruth came home in second, one spot short of his first career win, but also gets his best career finish of second. William Sawalich third, Ross Chastain fourth. Sheldon Creed had a good day. He comes up with the top 5. Nick Sanchez in the 87 has a good finish. He comes up 6th. Taylor Gray, Dean Thompson, Harrison Burton, and Brennan Poole all get top 10s. Austin Hill shown there in 11th. He was, I think, inside the top 5 on the final restart, but made it 3 wide and fell way back and jumbled up the field, so there was that. Some of the notables here, Brandon Jones comes on 14th, quiet day for him. Carson Brown in his debut gets a 15th. Brent Cruz shown at 16th. Sammy Smith 17th. He was up inside the top 5. I think I don't know if he had a penalty or was put back for some reason, but he comes on 17th. Sam Mayer shown at 21st. Justin Allgaier credited with 24th. Jeb Byrne 27th. Jeremy Clements 30th. Ryan Sieg 33rd. Jesse Love, don't know what happened to him. I missed the first part of the race. Don't know what happened to Jesse Love. I don't know if he had an issue, hit the wall or whatnot. But Love has scored 35th. Corey Day crashed, and he finished 36th. And Carson Ware is shown in dead last. Now looking here at the point standings, eight of the 12 drivers are locked into the chase. The new guy who's now locked into the chase is Sammy Smith, joining Hill, Jones, Day, Love, Creek, Kvapil, and Allgaier. 4 spots left with 1 race to go in the regular season, that being Daytona, I believe, in 2 weeks. Those 4 spots currently belong to Parker Retzloff, Sam Mayer, William Sawalich, and Brent Cruz. Taylor Gray, Rajah Caruth, and Ryan Sieg, I think, are the 3 drivers below that I think are still in contention. Alfredo on back, I think, are mathematically eliminated, so it's really down to 7 drivers for 4 spots, I believe. I think that's right. Now moving on to the Cup side, the third Cup Series race at Iowa. It was Ryan Blaney who started on pole, and just like Ryan Sieg the day earlier, he won stage 1. Christopher Bell ended up winning stage 2, and really looked like Christopher Bell was going to finally get his first win of the season. But let's not forget, this is Christopher Bell in 2026. He doesn't finish first. He finishes second. This is his 7th runner-up finish, spoiler, his 7th runner-up finish of the season. And I believe his 4th in the last 5 races. I don't understand. How close can a guy get? Like, it's tough. It really is. And I feel bad for the team. You know, they keep bringing out good cars, and Christopher Bell just keeps falling short in races and just, keeps wasting keeps wasting potential wins, But getting the win this time, it was another Toyota driver that he lost to, but this time it was Ty Gibbs who got his second career win and his second win of the season. Also like Corey Heim 2 weeks ago, and then like Carson Kvapil the day prior. So shout out to Gibbs. He got up there because Tyler Allen, the crew chief, made a gamble to go with 2 tires instead of 4 tires in the final cycle of Group A pit stops. So that put him up there, and Bell got to him, but again, just couldn't pass him. So Gibbs won the race. Bell second, gets credit for the fastest lap at least. Ryan Blaney, the pole sitter, third. Josh Berry was by far his best race of the season. He comes on 4th. Denny Hamlin top 5 because, it's Denny Hamlin 2026, and he always gets top 5s, top 10s here and there. Chase Briscoe also 6th. Ross Chastain had a good day, comes home 7th. AJ Allmendinger also had a good finish, 8th. William Byron was about the only Hendrick driver that didn't have any problems of any sort in the race. So Byron comes home ninth. Austin Dillon comes home with the top 10. Connor Zilic, I believe, ties his best career oval finish of 11th. Bubba Wallace 12th. He had a fast car, drove to the lead, but I think he sped early to mid-stage 2, and that put him back, and he wasn't able to recover. So 12th place for Bubba Wallace. Chris Buescher, quiet day, 13th. Joey Logano also had a fast car. I'm not sure what happened to him. He comes home 14th. And Chase Elliott comes home 15th. We are now going on 3 months since Chase Elliott's last one at Texas, and since then he has still only had that one top 10 at Nashville since his win at Texas. This weekend, it started off pretty bad. Chase Elliott wrecked in qualifying, had to start in the rear, made adjustments, but not once but twice did they choose to stay out. The first time it actually worked when they chose to stay out, I believe at the beginning of stage 2. He got the lead, got passed, but was still able to hold on to about 3rd before a caution came out, I believe for Carson Hocevar. And then on the cycle pit stops, Chase Elliott went out, but the jack fell. The pit crew had an issue. Which seems like it's happening more times than not. And remember, I don't know if this is the same pit crew that won in 2020. Performance wise, no. Remember 2020, that's basically, Chase Elliott obviously won the championship, but let's not forget how he got it. There was a big reason. If you remember at Martinsville, one of the last pit stops, when the Jackman was over the wall too soon, and they came back and reversed the penalty. I don't know if this is the same Jackman that had that problem, but if so, yikes, man. But another opportunity wiped away for the 9 team. He at least came home 15th, at least to salvage the top 15. Zane Smith 16th, Noah Gragson 17th, had a good day. Stenhouse, Nemechek, and Priest all get top 20. Some other notables down here: Daniel Suarez 23rd, just ran inconsistent. Some guys above the cut line. Keselowski 27th, Singer 29th. Not sure what happened to him. SVG 30th. Carson Hocevar, I think he had some issues and then spun out, like I mentioned. Kyle Larson 33rd and Alex Bowman 34th. Those are the other 2 Hendrick drivers. Larson went up the track. I think they were going 4 wide, and Larson, I think he ricocheted into the wall, then into Bowman, and they crashed out together. Larson's had a really bad slump too. Elliott is with bad luck and all that stuff. Larson's just crashing out like every week, it seems like. I remember 2 weeks ago he was running second in the Brickyard before I think he blew a tire and crashed into the wall, then he DNF'd there. A lot of spins, a lot of wrecks, a lot of everything here and there for Larson. And that's what we've seen, he says he's the greatest driver in the world, but then he makes these errors and kind of oversteps it. Maybe it's the car, maybe it's not, but sometimes it's the driver just overthinking and overstepping the car and what it's worth and all that stuff. Another driver who's had a slump that also DNF'd was Tyler Reddick on lap number 4, or something like that. He got loose, got into Eric Jones, who had a good qualifying effort, but they both got taken out, both spun, wrecked, and both DNF'd. So tough break for both of them. Reddick at one point or another looked unbeatable for the regular season championship, and now he's down to 4th in the point standings with still 3 races left to go in the regular season. He's still locked into the chase. One of 4 drivers locked into the chase. Denny Hamlin, Gibbs, Blaney, and Reddick, they're still locked into the chase. Gibbs jumps to 2nd in the point standings, actually. Still 103 back of Hamlin. Blaney's 110 back. Reddick is 120 back. And the Chase Briscoe is in 5th. There's a large gap to him. He's 260 back. Bell, Elliott, Hocevar, Buescher, and Kyle Larson are still top 10. Byron, Suarez, Logano, Bubba Wallace, SVG, and Austin Cindric, they are still above the cut line. A lot of drivers around the cut line just didn't have good days. It didn't capitalize at all. So that's why it kind of changed. If you're on the cut line and you had an issue, didn't run good, don't worry, because everybody else around the cut line did not show up. Other than Bubba showed up, Logano showed up, they didn't get good finishes. So there was that. Priest, Chastain, Keselowski, and Jones are the round up the top 20, the first 4 out. So with that, was Iowa a good race? It was fine, I guess. Honestly, on the Grape meter, I'll give it a flat 5 out of 10, right in the middle, 50%. Very mid race. Just a very, if you pick off a Grape, it's just a very mid taste. It's not too ripe. It's juicy. I don't know why I keep using that freaking weird dialogue, the analog and thing, whatever. But Grape meter, I guess. But anyways, it was a fine race. Some other announcements, I'll kind of briefly mention them just because I started talking about them. Now I have to talk about it. There's schedules with the 2027 NASCAR Cup Series. It was announced that the North Wilkesboro will be back in the All-Star race. The Clash is back to Daytona. There's some other schedule changes. Iowa's the 4th of July weekend now, so there's that. Some other changes, I think the Texas races, the Coda races, they've been announced early. Some races are out of the chase, then back in the chase. So I don't know. There's a lot of scheduling stuff happening right now. So there's that. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Josiah's Grape Reviews. Hope you guys do enjoy. And as always, you guys know what to do. Smash like, subscribe, and hit that little tiny notification bell. That way you never miss any new videos just like this one. And as always, just do it as suggested by yours truly. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys and bye.